Spiritual nugget number 21. Surrender is key. We talk a lot about surrender in recovery, and it's kind of sad that we don't talk about it as often in general spirituality topics because surrender is a huge tool. There are two categories of things in my life. First category is things I can control. Second category, things I cannot control. Addiction happens to be in that second category. And so what I do when I practice surrender is to inform the universe in some way that I know I have no control over this thing and that I ask for guidance. Every day we wake up, we awake with a certain amount of personal power. And throughout the day, we use it on different things. We use it on our worries and anxieties. We use it on our brain computations. We use it on remembering things. We use it on small talk with strangers. And we also use it on a whole bunch of things that we have absolutely no control over. Learning to surrender is realizing that we get to save our personal power for the things that really matter. And for the other things, we can give them up to a higher power because ultimately that power is the only thing that has the power to change them. I have a lot of experience with worrying. You could probably say that I'm an authority on worrying because I spend a lot of time in the future trying to control what's going to happen because I'm often afraid that things won't be okay. And for a long time, I've been aware of the fact that I wish for bad things to happen. And what I mean by that is that I really wish that maybe a natural disaster would happen where I would have nowhere to live. Or I wish that I was in prison for life. Or some very catastrophic thing. And I realized the reason that I feel that way is that if something really terrible were to happen, that I would finally have nothing to lose and I could surrender. There are so many things to manage and worry about in life. And when I wake up in the morning, I always feel like I have to keep up with something, or I just have to hustle and I have to get there. And that's really exhausting. And I often wish I could just give up all the worry and stop running around and trying to make something happen. And the good news is that I can do that. I can surrender at any time to anything. And I have really good training in recovery, and so I've always known that to be true, but I wasn't living it in my heart. And I recently found a very effective technique to finding surrender within my body. And what it is in meditation, I become aware of my breath, and I say to the universe, whatever things I'm worrying about, whatever those things are that I think are going to happen if I relinquish my worrying and my control of outcomes, I'm presently willing for those things to happen. Whatever bad things I think are going to happen, I stop putting up walls to those things, and I can rest in surrender. Today, if you find yourself in a place of really needing to control people, places, and things, recognize that you might use some surrender. You can use surrender at any point in your journey to simply let go of all the baggage you've been carrying around and to really get back your lightness for the day. If you're enjoying this podcast, please leave us a review and subscribe to our feed. It helps us keep showing up in search results and keep making great content for you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.